morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the June 26th edition of Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. Look at that, last week of June, last Wednesday of June. How are you doing today? It's your first time here, a long time here? Yeah, that sounds right. This is what I need to know from you, who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in your area. It's going to be a soupy mess today. I think it's like high of 80s, scattered thunderstorms. We had crazy storms that rolled through last night. I thought the weatherman was going to have, a heart attack on air because he was sweating so bad. And then you turn to the other two channels, and they're legit back at regular programming. So it was like, oh, so maybe it's not as bad as they're making it out to be. But here we are, end of June. It's that time of year, right? How you doing? So we go with that. As far as what's in the drink, we've got a little peach vibe going on today from Celsius. We're still trying out that other drink, and I think we'll talk about that next week. See what we can do with that. The other thing, I need 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So for us, we've got shirts that need to get pressed. I've got supplies that need to be ordered. I've got quotes that need to be done. I've got DTF that needs to be printed. But the number one thing is to work on the business. What do I mean by that? Well, the definition that I was given for working on the business and not in the business, that's our choice, that's our topic of choice today, is investing time and energy into building a business model and strategy rather than just completing day-to-day tasks in your business. So that means instead of pressing shirts, instead of doing, production work, whoa, I don't know what the hell that was. Not like a mini earthquake or anything. That was weird. Getting things done, getting stuff planned. And as a small business owner, as a solopreneur, as somebody of, less than like 5 people, who are you going to hold accountable to yourself, right? Who are you going to hold yourself accountable to? To you. If you don't do something, you just don't do it. You move it on the next day, you move it on from here. Well, I had enough of that. I had enough of not doing that. And that was part of the mentorship community is we get together, 3 times a week and go over things. But I wanted to extend that further. And so starting today at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, and to 3. So for 4 hours today, I've blocked it out. I'm working on the business. Now, what are we working on? The biggest project I have on my plate is the spiritware side of things. We've been going back and forth with a couple people, and we're going to create a program, a plan. If you're in the mentorship community, I think it's going to be super, super helpful for you to be able to do it. It'll be an all-in-one package that you'll be able to present to your customers with your logos, your things, and make it your way, but all in one place. So that way you feel confident delivering that to them. Because I think we all know that we can close the deals when we get them, but it's getting them in there. It's getting them excited about it. And this is what our plan of attack is. So that's today, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Work on your business time in the mentorship community, which if you would like to join our mentorship community to get on that, all you have to do is go right down here, go to patreon.com/FatDadMC, and we will get you in there and you'll be ready to go today. So let's check in and see how people are doing. Renee, good morning to you. Greetings from Chicagoland, 76 on the way to 87. Yeah, it's gonna be gross. You guys are getting storms today too, right? Like it's just a scattered thunderstorms for us. Water in the bottle. Woke up later than usual, so I'm a little behind today. Working on my. I woke up a little later too. It was about 5:45 this morning. Usually I'm up. I must have needed that. Jose, good morning to you, my friend. Barb, good morning from North Central Minnesota. Hey, 60 degrees. That's not shabby with a projected high of 66. Woo, cloudy, nice breeze, my kind of weather, water in the bottle. I can handle that. Like mid 60s to mid 70s, that's my sweet spot. Southern California, that's my sweet spot. But, I'm not paying that weather tax to be out there. Bar side things, quotes, create a shirt design, check inventory for upcoming jobs, digitize logo, start to set up Chipley. Here comes my cough back again. Let me mute up before I'm super excited to hear that you're signing up with Chipley. That's awesome. Hello, Barb from Jose. Hi, Renee and Jose from Barb. Jeff's checking in. Jeff's on vacation. Morning, and it's already 85. It feels like 98 at 9:30 a.m. How do people live here? Because you're right there in the ocean. You're right there in Middle Beach. Jeff, got your package? I tried to go, what is the orange thing in it? I tried to go on the site, and maybe I'm missing it to see what it is, but the orange traffic cone looking thing, Corey was like, "Oh, these are squishy," so she can't wait to try those out. They actually upstairs with her. I will show those off for sure. But what's the orange thing in it? And Jenny, good morning to you, Northern Indiana at 73 and sunny. Water in the cup. Hi, Jenny and Jeff. And hi, or it's ornaments. Yes, 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 yes. Now I got it. Now I remember. And hi, Barb from Jeff. Perfect. See, we all get there. So today, what does that mean? Working on your business instead of in it. We are a slave to our business as a small business owner, right? We're always looking for the next order. We're always, working on the next job. We're always working, and it doesn't ever feel like we're really getting anywhere. At least that's how it was for me. And there's still days where it's like that, where I don't feel like I've got anything accomplished. Sure, we had orders come in, so those got processed. We had quotes that got done, those got processed. We opened up stores, those got processed. We printed out details, all the stuff got processed, but that was all production work. There's nothing building to the future of the business to make sure that it's still here in the future. And it's hard to do unless you're scheduling out that time, because it turns into hey, we'll get around to this. Yep, I'll get around to this. Yeah, I'll do this when I get here and when I do that. It just doesn't work well for me. I need structure in my life, and I need to be able to have projects, because otherwise I'm looking here, I'm looking there, I'm looking here, I'm doing this, I'm working on this for about 10 minutes and that for 10 minutes, and then I still have to come back and it takes me 7 minutes to remember what I was doing, and then it's just not good for me. So I need that schedule for it. I need to be able to be focused on, here is what we're going to do, because if you've ever tried catching anything, like it takes time, right? You're not just going on out and just catching a fish. You've got to set some lines. You've got to work at it. Those like customers, it's just not every time it's a boom 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 sale. We want to be informing them. We want to be there with them. We want to be there for them. And we have to have a plan for that. I feel a lot of us can close those jobs as soon as we get in front of the customers, but just getting them there, that's the tough part for me, because you are fighting for everybody's attention. If we want to focus on the spiritware side of things like we're doing, it's like, okay, we found the avatar of it. Here's what the things that they're looking for. What kind of questions are they going to have? Let's build this all out, so then we can just promote that. Here's how it's set up, whether you're a person who pays on percentages or pays on dollar amounts. If you're working with little schools, big schools, medium schools, corporate events, it doesn't matter. This is going to work for all of that. And so then all I have to do is just direct people to it. Yep, I'll post that, 3 times a day, various platforms. Here it is. Let's just keep rolling with it. Let's build it until we know, we're at capacity of what we have. Some capacity, maybe, hey, I only want to do, 1 or 2 stores a month. Hey, other people, I want to do 1 or 2 stores a week. And other people, I want to do 1 or 2 stores a day. So depending on what your capacity, it's very scalable for it. But that does not happen unless you plan accordingly for it. You have to build for it. You have to scale for it. You just can't be like, okay, we're going to do this, because you start seeing the inefficiencies in it. That's one of the reasons, switching over to Chipley. It is way faster to build stores in Chipley than what it is on any of our other platforms that we use. So it'll make it easier for us. It'll make it a duplicatable process. And anytime we can duplicate things and save time, that saves us money. So that is something really to consider when you're looking at this. I'm going to present, an entire effort to somebody. You want to be able to answer all of their questions for them, give them design ideas, show them how it works, walk them through it. So by having a process in place, that's the thing. Work on the process, right? The profits are in the process, right? We know this. We know that if we have our numbers tight, we know how long it takes us to do something, we're able to profit on every job. Now, is everyone, a home run? No. But singles wins games, kids. That's it. Singles wins games. So you don't have to have a home run every time. Is it great to have a $5,000, a $10,000, a $15,000, a $20,000 store? Absolutely. But those $500,000, $2,000 stores, those add up. Move throughout the year. Like, how many do you need? Like, if you really look at it, let's say that you have a school, that they do $2,000 in sales each time they run it. You're going to do it 3 times a year, so that's $6,000. Well, if you do 10 schools and they're all like that, that's $60,000 in revenue. $60,000 in revenue for 10 schools, for 10 customers. That's all it is. It's 10 customers. So you figure out what you want. If you want to, have that order of your business to $100,000, okay. Well, if I anticipate each one is going to be a $2,500 store, let's do the math on that. So that way we can figure it out. And we're going to say we're going to run the stores 3 times a year. So $100,000 divided by, that's revenue, divided by $2,500. That is 40 stores. Now we're going to divide that by 3 because we're going to do them 3. And that's 13.33. So 14. So 14 schools, 14 businesses, 14 clubs, 14 organizations, because it's just not schools and such. You can use this dance academies, martial arts academies, anything that boys, girls clubs, corporate things, anything that you want to be able to do, this will work for it. So that's where you look at it. Now, if I say, hey, $100,000 in revenue and you only have to deal with 14 people, it's not bad, is it? It's not bad. The best advice I can give is you set your goal of what you want, and then you break it down. You reverse math it to get down to where you want it to be. So it doesn't seem as difficult. It doesn't seem as hard to do. 14 people. So all you need is 14 people to do it. 14 schools, 14 clubs, 14 organizations. Just look at the other things that are out there. Between gyms, between academies, you've got, your travel sports, you've got your dance academies, you've got your tumbling academies, you got your tap academies, you've got your theater groups, you've got a lot of things out there. Biking clubs, cycling clubs, riding clubs, horse club, equestrian, anything. So you can present this and be like, hey, here's a way to generate revenue for you. So I'm really excited about making this work. And the goal is to have it 100% functional in the next 4 weeks. So that way here, by the end of July, it's 100% ready to go because school starts back up. So people are going to be asking for things. So if we could have it banged out in 2 weeks and then it just start pushing, go, and if it, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done, right? Boom, done. We're going to make action. We're going to take action. We're going to get this done. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And that's all part of working on the business, not in it. Doing production isn't going to make that happen. Set aside the time. And that's what we're going to do every Wednesday, 11 to 3. Set aside the time to work on the business. Via Zoom call, cameras on, cameras off. I don't care. We'll be there. We'll be able to, like on this project, ask questions, show designs, pull up other information. We're going to build it all together. So I'm really excited about that. Sarah, good morning to you. 70 in rain clearing, coffee in the cup. Tons to do today. Still trying to narrow down the 5 things. It is going to be a busy day. And we see you Saturday, right? It is Saturday. We're going to Sarah invited us up for a Brewers Cubs game. So that'll be interesting. Brewers Cubs game there in Miller Park. I don't know what the new name of it is. It's Miller Park. I don't care what anybody says. So that's Saturday. We are going up to Milwaukee to see that, which is a lot different than the last time I went up there. The last time we went up there, it was foggy AF. You couldn't see anything, and it was crazy. But it was a fun trip. We went up there for NBN with Renee, and we had that show done. We were done with the floor. Like we stopped and talked to people in about an hour and a half. We spent longer at lunch with the people that we met there than we did on the trade show floor. It was a crazy small show, but that was my last experience in Milwaukee. Tim, good morning to you from Sticky Toledo, 74 out, Mountain Dew to drink. It's that time of year, right? Where it is hot and sticky and garbage. Hot, sticky garbage. What else we got going on this week? We're Wednesday, so we are coming up on the end of the week. We will have Morning Mindset on Friday. Topic of choice, we'll figure it out by Friday. I'll probably be talking more on the business side of things. Next week, next week, 4th of July. And 4th of July is a weird thing. I know there is a good handful of vendors that are closed for a 4-day weekend next weekend because 4th falls on the Thursday. So if you are one of those people, make sure you let your customers know. We will be open-ish. Let's go with that. We will be open-ish. Because we will still make sure stuff gets printed and shipped, but I don't know how far we're going to work into it. Holiday on Thursday, having that there for Friday, kind of tough. We'll still get stuff printed and shipped out but we are not delivering anything. I don't believe anything is being delivered next Friday. I have to double check on the schedule, but we're just trying really to, if we can enjoy a 4-day weekend, we'll enjoy a 4-day weekend. How are you handling next week's holiday? Now, I do believe Sarah usually takes the week of 4th of July off and she's closed. How else do other people do that? I know a lot do that around Christmas. Right after Christmas, they close for those 2 weeks going into the end of the year, or that last week of the year. So how do you guys do it? And Jenny, 5 things. 1, go to fair and hang up banners. Love it. Deliver yard signs. Love it. Press baseball jerseys, then get ready to go to Indy for mom's surgery. Well, hopefully mom's doing well, all right? That it's not a crazy bad surgery, that it's just a maintenance surgery, right? Yeah. We've got, no, yard signs. Do I got yard signs? Do I got yard signs to do? Quotes. That's what I got to do. I got to do that before we start up our mentorship call, which the normal call starts up at 9:30, so in about 40 minutes. But I got my quotes that I have to get out here this morning before we do that. So that's where I'm going through and making those and get those done for it. Barb's closed next week. I know people that do it both ways, and then some that do it both ways, where they'll close the Christmas Eve is their last day, open it, and then they don't reopen until like the 2nd or 3rd of the year, and then the week of 4th of July they're always closed. And I know some that just do it both. Twice a year they go ahead and do it. A lot on paid vacation, to tell their employees, hey, your paid vacation is these 2 weeks. You don't get paid vacation during the rest of it unless you want to, but then you don't get paid for that week. Small business owners, we take time off. We don't get paid, right? So we need to make sure that revenue streams are coming in which when you have online stores and you have things set up where a production schedule, say 7 to 10 business days, you can still run everything while you're gone. You can still edit everything up to post. I was a great example of that when we were in Disney, we were gone for 10, 12 days and the business ran. We had help with printing stuff out. We had help with pressing stuff, and the business was still able to fully operate while we weren't here, which led to those are changes we worked towards. So we were able to do it. We're still able to bring in revenue while we were on vacation. It's a crazy idea, but man, oh man, was it not. It's a Whipple procedure. No, it's a Whipple procedure. It's a major thing. Ooh, I don't like the sounds of that. Well, hopefully everything goes well for you and her. So it says we were closed for 1 week in July before the craziness of back to school ensues. And then we closed the week between Christmas and New Year's to recover from the craziness back to school. See? So Sarah does both. She's like, F it. I'm doing both 2 times a year. That's what you got to do. And and this is why I say the sooner we can get information out to people, the better we are, because school is going to start back up here before we know it. We have school starting here the first week of August. So, really, literally, 4 or 5 weeks, school start back up. So we've got to work on that. All right, I'm going to get out of here so I can get stuff done because it is a busy day in our mastermind, which you can sign up right down there, patreon.com/fatdadmc. Call is starting at 9:30, and then we will have our work on your business call starting at 11, and that goes 11 to 4 today. So until next time, you guys have an amazing day. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys then.